Check out this video. I think his name is Moy Dog. Called The Finals is absolutely blowing up right now, which I don't feel like it is. I feel like it's still kind of just there, even with the new season that just came out. But I might be wrong. I don't know. And I just keep seeing it. I feel like last month it was the finals is dying, and then now this month it's everybody saying it's blowing up. I don't know. I don't see it, but we're gonna check it out. Check it out right now. Start
it. Like this? Is that cool? What about that? That's pretty good, yeah? Destruction in Battlefield has been a cornerstone of the franchise for years, and I know what you're thinking. I clicked this video because it was a video of the finals, and you're showing me Battlefield. Why? Well, the guys who made all of this, the ones who made games that gave me 20 years of nostalgic memories that I still remember to this day, are the ones who are responsible for making the finals. Yeah, the ex-Battlefield Chief Design Officer over at EA Games, Patrick Sunderland, is now the CEO of Embark Studios, the dev studio responsible for the finals. I also know what you're thinking now. How do you go from making a...
It kind of makes sense with the destruction, though. Like, it's really good. Like, in the finals, like, some people say it's better than Battlefield's now, but I guess Battlefield will be going back to, like, the old destruction. That's what I heard.
Pseudo-realistic shooter into something that looks like a 12-year-old is playing on his Xbox during a Mountain Dew commercial. Yo, real talk for a second. Grabbing my bike, going down to the gas station with my brother to get those codes underneath the little tiny caps was awesome. Can we bring that type of stuff back? A collab between Mountain Dew and the finals would go hard. So this is the finals. The guys over at DICE said, you know what? I had fun making Battlefield, but let's make our own studio. And let's take everything we know about the FPS space and change it. Let's make something new. Let's make something different. And let's make something that's just fun to play. And all of that starts with the world the player is in. The entire playable space is destructible in the finals, and not destructible in quotation marks.
Oh no, you can destroy it all, baby.
Underline bolded. If you want to blow it up, you can blow it up. We're playing a game with RPGs, with C4, with a freaking sledgehammer. You should be able to destroy everything.
Yeah, that sledgehammer is wild.
If you shoot a tank round through a building, you expect that building to fall down. Even though this world isn't realistic because players don't burst into coins and you can't magically just teleport gas canisters away from you, you're still immersed in it because everything makes sense. But the immersion and the sprinkling of Battlefield doesn't just stop at destruction. You have weapons that feel like they're made by people who actually know what they're doing. We have the old tried and true AK, the cult classic FAMAS.
Good old AK, like you're in Vietnam, good reliable AK.
Machine gun. Maybe you're a World War II history buff and you want to use a flamethrower, or maybe you can use the new weapon that was just released in Season 6, and that is the old school Western repeater. It feels like you're channeling Red Dead Redemption and is extremely fun to use. There we go, dude.
Kapow.
The repeater is it.
Nice.
Come on! There we go! Ah! Come on!
Oh man.
No more?
Those are like the moments in the finals that are so freaking intense, man. When you start taking out all the teams, but then that one last guy gets you. Oh, it's the worst. But it's just so fun though.
Now with the repeater,
Swear I get that only in this game.
Kill a team and a half and nearly clutch out everything, all during a special event, all thanks to Embark. Thank you for the invite, and also thank you Embark for sponsoring today's video. Hashtag sellout and all that good stuff.
Hashtag sellout.
By the way, did you
know
invited.
That
this
I'll
game
sell out
is
for the
free to play?
invites.
Link in the description below. But real talk for a second, I'm actually really bummed out I never played this when it released over 1.5 years ago. I typically play games like this, where I'm walking around doing nothing. It's very slow paced. It really channels my inner boomer energy, staring at maps, looking at terrain features, and thinking to myself, well, yes, if we take this 20-minute flank with our M113 APC, we can hit the enemy where they least expect it, and then hit them with indirect fire support, assault through the objective, and capture it in due time. Now, in the finals, there's no time for that, but that doesn't mean that
tactical shooter for you.
You're not trying to come up with a strategy.
You ain't thinking like that. There's no time to think in this game.
Tactics in order to get the objective or take the objective away from someone. The whole point of life is money. The point of the finals is money. You find these vaults of cash, bring them to a cash out location and protect it, or if someone else has it, try to steal it from them, and at the end of the game, whoever has cashed out with the most money wins. Of course you want to kill the enemy team. If there's no enemy around, then you can easily get all the money, but you can't just simply run in and frag out. In order to be successful in the finals, you need the perfect combination
Gotta have
of
that
weapons,
team,
gadgets, and characters for your entire team. These are the characters you can play as, and they all have their unique roles. You can be light, medium, or heavy. Lights can do things like go invisible. You can quickly dash around or grapple. You can ambush players with daggers, use ninja swords, hit them up with SMGs, or even go across the map and snipe them from afar. Mediums are...
I mean, I feel like he's explaining the game to me, but he's not telling me why it's blowing up.
Well-rounded.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm a new player, now he's explaining very well like how this game's played, but he's not telling me how this game is blowing up.
Weapons like the AK, Scar,
Tell
or
me.
Repeater I mentioned earlier, they can place pads to get around the map, toss proximity sensors to see where everyone is, and even heal your teammates.
This bullshit, man.
Heavies are your tanks. They got a lot of health, but the trade-off is they're incredibly slow.
The sledgehammer on a
like
light is just not even fair.
RPGs, flamethrowers, and they help protect your team.
It's just not fair.
Damage. As you play the finals and discover your own playstyle, as well as a playstyle of your friends, you'll start to learn how you guys can actually synergize properly for your own team, but also be able to counter what the enemy has. For example, here, there was a light player who would stand across the map and just snipe at us. So I grabbed a goo gun, plugged up all the windows, and they had no sightline. Easy cash out. Or this time, we were going up against the players that were super movement heavy. I have no idea how they got around the map, but there was no way in hell that we could get to the cash out at the top floor of this 6-story building. So grabbed a sledgehammer and began demoing the entire thing so the cash box would fall all the way down to the first floor. Yes, this game looks super
that's like the
fast
good part
and super
about this
hectic,
game.
and if you're saying to yourself, I don't think I can 360 no-scope, glide dash around and kill people, who cares? Grab a hammer and just start destroying everything in game. It will actually help. The finals is super fast-paced, but like I said, you really need to think about your situation. In the casual game mode called Quick Cash, the first team to get $20,000 wins. But there's a World Tour game mode that takes this 3v3 and turns it into a 3v3v3v3. There's 4 different teams of 3. Technically, there's 8, but you're split up into 2 different brackets. Now, when you play World Tour, instead of 1 vault to get cash from, there are 2 vaults. There are multiple locations to cash out, and this creates a lot more strategy and tactical opportunities in order to qualify for the next round. It's no longer first to 20,000, and since you can see who's qualifying in the top left as the game goes on, you can begin to strategize a little bit and say, that team that currently is at that cash out, they're actually in first place. I don't care about them. Let me attack the people in second and third, so maybe I can leapfrog them and get into qualifying positions. We've even had times where we saw a cash out going to someone that was in first place and said, I don't think I can actually kill these people. Instead, let's protect them. Let's help them out so that the other 2 teams can't get that cash out. They can't get the steal, and that means first and us in second are going to move forward. It's a really cool game mode. It makes you think about everything.
That's a good strat too. It's like sometimes just let them do it and just help them out.
You have
then
to
it just doesn't kick you out.
Swap up your strategy all of a sudden, and it really
but
makes
he's still not telling me,
getting through this tournament even more rewarding. In one round, we actually blocked what we felt was the better team from getting a final cash out, and instead gave it to another side. And because of that, we got to play the worst team in the championship. That was so rewarding to look at those guys and know that they were higher level than us, know that they were playing better, but because we had a better strategy, we were able to move forward. Now, you may look at all this and say, this is cool, but you said we're on like season 6, so
for sure.
How am I going to be able to play when people have been playing this game?
Yeah, like it is such a great concept. Like World Tour, like I started playing like Quick Cash. That's like how I started, and I loved it. I was addicted to it. But then once I got better at the game, I went over to World Tour and I got my ass whooped, like absolutely destroyed. And then I eventually started getting World Tour, and I freaking love World Tour. It's like my favorite mode for sure.
For 6 seasons now, I'm a new player, and I'm going to get out.
I love the dance. Remember the dance meta? They had the little thing. Oh, I love that. I loved like cashing out and then dancing in front of you and then killing you. It was fun.
Absolutely smoked. The truth is, you're not.
We gotta bring that back.
You're
the
gonna
dance
get
floor.
absolutely destroyed. Sometimes, okay, sometimes.
Dude,
yes.
What a great time, right? Like they need to add more stuff like that, like because they have like the thing going on now. If you use certain guns, you get so many more points. That's cool. I want to dance though.
Of course,
Let me
there's gonna
dance.
be a hardcore player base that has been playing the finals and only the finals since it came out.
Let me dance.
But the weapons, the gadgets, they're actually all pretty well balanced.
They are. People say that
just
it's not
really takes some
balanced. This game's pretty well balanced. Everything has its purpose, and everybody has their, like pros and cons. I don't know. I really like how this game is put together because I like light and medium, but like honestly, heavy's fun. But I just don't play heavy as much, but I should.
Time to
I don't know.
understand
And it's
the
always
movement,
that like the
maps, and how
guns,
the
and now
game
that they
works.
added these scopes, I love it, man. Because then these guns feel different.
After an hour or so of playing around, I feel like I finally fell into it and I understood what to do. The
Yeah,
medium AK
that
is
took me
pretty
a while.
decent. The sledgehammer is arguably one of the best weapons for the heavy.
Sledge,
the
light,
light's basic
instant
SMG
delete.
is probably one of my
Instant
favorite to
delete.
use. And after a couple hours, you will understand. You'll have that light bulb moment, and you will be able to kill, get cash, and have fun. Additionally, in Season 6, they actually reduced the cost of all these weapons and gadgets, so
That's
you
good,
don't
though.
actually have to grind as much if you are a new player.
Like the thing is I think that when you're a new player, you should be able to play with light, medium, 10 games with light, 10 games with medium, 10 games with heavy, and then once you do that, then it locks it for you. But then you're able to play at least like 30 games, or at least, I don't know, whatever that number is, they could figure it out. But it at least gives you time, and then all of a sudden they lock it, and then you're like, damn, I want to get that, and then you know what to buy. I just have a feeling that people get on this game, can't really find a rhythm, don't know what to use, and just leave. Like they're just gone because they don't have anything unlocked.
Now, to prove that new
Wow.
players can actually have fun and play this game and win, I actually won the World Tour Knockout Tournament not once, but twice. But what makes you keep playing the finals is
Yeah.
not the winning. Obviously, we all
Yeah, you can fight some of the guns, this and that, in different situations, but I agree with that. There could be some tweaking. I mean, I hate the flamethrower. I wish it was just a gadget. It had a cooldown. But dude, the flamethrower pisses me off.
want to win games.
Maybe that's a more of a me
the
issue.
virtual arena that you're in is immersive. The world is cool. You believe everything around you, and it's just a really fun place to play. There are maps all over the world, and when you go to play in these locations, it actually feels like you're there. There are a couple maps that feel very blocky, like it just was out of a custom Minecraft server, but there's also maps located in Japan that feel like you're
Yeah.
playing in Japan.
For sure.
Or a Mexican city that feel like you're playing in a Mexican city. While you compete, there's a crowd that cheers you on from outside the stadium. There are banners that randomly showcase you if you're doing well, which
Correct.
is pretty cool. And there are commentators that they're a little cheesy, but it's believable cheesy, and it's esports
Yeah, the commentators are cheesy. Let's keep it real. Scotty and June, but they're funny. Like, I don't know.
commentator
I like
cheesy.
hearing them.
Like,
If
these
that
are
makes
things
sense.
that people in a tournament like League of Legends, Dota, Counter-Strike, I have heard people say these exact same words. So hearing it in the finals and hearing these commentators actually talk about what's happened in game,
An awkward moment for the Kingfish. Team wiped.
They're definitely a fish out of water.
it's cheesy, but I love it.
Yeah,
Speaking
me
about
too.
esports,
I
the
love
finals
it.
actually announced their very first tournament, and in this Masters, players can compete for $100,000. That's a lot of money. But what's not a lot of money are the cosmetics. Nice segue, huh? Huh? While you play the finals, you get this regular in-game currency you earn just by completing matches, and you use that to unlock
I've been saying, I think June and Scotty, they seem like they have something for each other. Just saying.
like weapons. But there's also paid currency that you can buy
Skins
with real
would be
money,
fire, though.
or you can actually
That
earn
would be
this in
sick.
ranked games.
But we
and
don't
World
even know
Tour
what they technically look like. But that's one thing about this game is like it's VR. So they could add anything and it makes sense because it's VR. Like, you know what I mean? Like they could do wacky stuff or this could happen because I mean, it's a virtual world.
games, and this paid currency you can use to unlock outfits, pets, all sorts of different cosmetic options, but it's just cosmetic. If you want to dress yourself up, cool, but there's nothing paid in game that will give you an advantage over someone else. So you can spend absolutely nothing and you're going to be on the same playing field as someone who has dropped hundreds of dollars. Now, if you're looking at all this and you say, this is cool, but I don't want to do super hardcore Twitch brain thinking, can I just like play? Just shoot people? You can literally just do
Team Deathmatch W.
They have new game modes every season.
Definitely
right now,
a
you can
W.
also play Terminal Attack, which is a 5v5 attack and defense game mode. You can also do Power Shift, the new game mode where you all attack a platform.
I feel like they're together,
you try to push it towards the other person's zone. The furthest into the zone wins. This type of stuff makes it really refreshing, but you can also earn that in-game unlock currency so you can keep progressing your character, your gadgets, all that type of stuff. And for even more customization options, the devs just released optics, so you can use things like the Hollow Sight.
This was a big
or
W with this season. I really like this.
Throw it on there, and you can have weapons that feel a little bit more modernized and help for those more accurate
It just changes
shots.
up some of the weapons that we've been playing with the
yet?
same scopes.
Yeah, there's a new minigun. It absolutely melts people.
Yeah.
It's awesome. All right, this is a long way of saying it, but if you're sick of FPS games just feeling like rehashes of old FPS games, and there really hasn't been anything different in the market for 5 years now, check out the Finals. It's free to play. You can play it on PC on Steam or Xbox, PlayStation, whatever your console is of choice. Test it out. Link down in the description below. It's free. The worst that can happen is that you don't like it and you uninstall, but you're probably going to like it. As I mentioned before, Season 6 just dropped, so if you do want to jump in, now is the perfect time. Get your Battle Pass going, check out all the new weapons, get some unlocks now that they're a lot cheaper, and you're going to have a lot of fun. Thanks for Embark for sponsoring this video, and now I'm going to go blow some stuff up.
Not bad. It's not bad. I mean, the title was a little misleading to me, but it is also sponsored. But yeah, go check out Moi Dog, MOI Dog. I will be putting his link in the description as I usually do, and I'll put the link for the video too. But yeah, no, I mean, I want more people to play this game. I would like to see this game grow. I'm gonna definitely be playing it every day. Continue to see this game grow for sure. But I feel like it's going to be a slow grind. It's going to be a slow grind. But I'll be here for it. I know I will. Have I played before? What are you talking about? What do you mean have I played before? I play this game every day. All right. We'll transition over. Let's see what Rain is doing. Is she Chairman? Rain. Hello? Nope. She's not on. Oh, dude. Bro. Dude, I love this game, man. It's by far my favorite FPS game. I think it's by far the best FPS game on the market. No question. No question. There's nothing like it. The adrenaline rush that I get and just the clutch moments that you get is insane. Sometimes you think you lost, and dude, sometimes you can steal that cash out right at that last second, dude. That's such a good feeling. Seriously. Like, it's just great, man. It's refreshing too. Like, I like the sounds. I love the graphics. Love the colors. I love the cosmetics. I like the stuff they add. Free to play. You got light, medium, heavy. You can one day just play with the light. One day, I love the medium. I'm a medium main. I love my DMAT. I'm addicted to using the DMAT. But if I don't want to, I want to just zip around and do some grappling or dashing, I can do that. Or if I want to be a big fat guy and just kind of just be a nuisance, I could do that too. I don't know. There's so many different ways you can play this game, and it's so fun. And I love the fact that they added the scopes. I think if it gives like the guns different ways to feel. Different. Oh, I can't wait. Yep. Oh yeah, I cannot wait for Arc Raiders, bro. Can't wait.